In my third and final video of the day for this new Executives and Other Criminals DLC, we're actually releasing next week on GTA 5 Online. I actually wanted to go through this new trailer that Rockstar released earlier today, and you can also find on my channel, and I actually wanted to analyze each frame of this and actually go through each different scene to see some of the new things that they haven't actually announced yet, and some of the things that you guys can be ready for next week when this releases. So if you guys do end up enjoying the video, be sure to go and drop a like down below, so it really would help me out as always. Now let's go. So this first screenshot actually takes place just outside of the Eclipse Towers. Now we don't see anything really new here in terms of the actual towers themselves, but we do see one of the new cars out the front. Now we don't really know the name for this, we don't really know anything about it, and it's kind of hard to actually gather the badge from this, but nonetheless it looks like kind of a Porsche styled real life car, and it looks like it's probably going to fall into the sports category. In the next screenshot, we actually have the interior of one of the new apartments. Now this looks amazing. It kind of has some of the same elements as we already have in our apartments now, such as some of the paintings, some of the ornaments, the table and stuff. But overall and through the layout, the fact that it now has a fireplace in the middle, there's like red ceilings, red carpets, there's loads of people just standing around drinking, red lights, everything is just kind of red styled in this. It makes you really see that the new apartment customization is going to be very powerful. Next we actually have a screenshot of the inside of one of another new apartment up. It looks like maybe in the Eclipse Towers we're nice and high up here, so it doesn't look like one of the mansions, but this looks lovely, nice and black and white. Next, a rather minimal simplistic approach to an interior design, but this looks really nice. It's entirely styled in purple, has a very Saints Row theme to it. Another apartment interior. Now this thing, while not looking anything too special, has a glass floor, this really cool lighting piece up here, and also a small little pond under the stairs and just behind those wooden slats. We next get this stunning outside look at some of the new mansions in the Vinewood Hills. Now, it's a bit hard to tell whether we're able to own the left or the right one, or maybe even both, but from we've actually seen in the trailer, it does look like it's going to be the right one. Somewhat less impressive than the left, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Following that, we actually get to look into one of these new mansions and get the stunning view down into about the north part of the city, around the Rockford Hills. It looks absolutely beautiful with the sun shining in. We next get this really cool look down it looks like this apartment's actually going to be about 3 stories high, or this mansion I'd rather say. We actually get to see down the lighting fixtures in the middle. It looks like there's a pond at the bottom with this little nature kind of arrangement down there. It looks stunning, and I can't wait to see the price tag on it as well. Another mansion interior view, and this thing looks like it's a bit lower down in the Rockford Hills. Here we actually get to see a screenshot of people actually playing in the pool. There's this kind of animation as the guy on the left is actually kind of brushing his hair back. Now, I don't know if this is going to be another actual interaction thing that the players will be able to use, but nonetheless, it's a really cool scene, and it kind of gives you an idea of what you might be able to do with your friends. Here we get a first look at one of the new, about 4 cars. It looks like we're going to be getting brand new into the game, and this thing kind of looks like a bit of a mix between a sports classic and a muscle car. This next one looks like a sports classic, very much styled off the Lampadati theme. Now we actually get to see a shot of the car that we saw in the very first screenshot of this trailer, looking lovely once again. We get to see the name of one of the new cars, which actually appears to be the Nightshade. It looks like it's a very wide car, very low down to the ground, and this actually looks like it's going to be a fun one to try out. We get to see some of the new cars. It looks like on the right doesn't look like anything too new, it just looks like the standard kind of Range Rover that we already have in the game. But on the left it looks like we actually have another Cognoscenti, which looks really nice, also a car from GTA 4. Now onto what I'm sure a lot of you guys were waiting for, we actually have the yacht. Now we can see that this thing is huge. It's actually currently moored up somewhere at the very north end of the map just by Palito Bay, which may be able to be seen in the distance. But you can see that this thing has a helicopter on its forward landing pad, has 2 kind of canopy things, there's about 4 stories, it looks even bigger than the one that we standard play in the heist missions and some of the adversary modes. This thing looks massive. Next we get a close-up of the rear landing pad with a helicopter landing on it. This looks like a brand new helicopter. Looks a bit weird dimensions, the tail looks very short and the actual body of it just kind of looks very compact, but nonetheless still looks pretty cool, and it's a new helicopter. A shot of the inside, we see a player actually using the bar facility, and it looks like you're actually going to have a barmaid there at all times to be able to have some drinks, but we can also see that now it's a different time of day, and we're all the way at the very bottom of the map just by the docks. Now we have a shot from the bridge, also looking out into the docks of southern San Andreas. We can see here that it's in another place, and it seems like you may not be able to drive your own boat. That does seem like it'd be something very difficult to maybe get 30 players doing at the same time in a session, but it does look like you'll have your own designated captain model at least. Also at the back of your luxurious yacht, you can also make use of this nice hot tub. You can see some people chilling in it, so imagine this is the kind of thing where you can walk to with your friends and just all sit around for a laugh. Leaving the luxury and coming back into the chaos of Los Santos, we can actually see the new armoured limo. Down the side of this you can see that it looks like it has a load of bulletproof panels. It's a very long car, it looks like it's going to be at least a 4-seater, maybe even 6. And you can see that there's a gunner's seat up at the top where you actually have a machine gun or a minigun that can fire off in all directions. Very, very exciting. This scene here is interesting because not only does it show us the fact that you can now play with a new organization, actually attack other organizations led by a VIP, we actually get the first shot at the back of this yacht to actually see maybe the new watercraft that you're able to seemingly launch out the back of your current yacht. Now the character on the left looks like he's wearing a new shirt that we haven't yet seen in GTA Online, just a small detail nonetheless. In this shot behind the blown up chopper, we can actually see not only just the other helicopter landed on the helipad down beneath, but we can also see what looks to be more of the watercraft. It looks like we're maybe going to get the rib boat that you use in one of the missions in GTA Online, and you also get to see what looks to be a couple of jet skiers, but I don't know if those are new additions really, if we're going to have new models for them. In this screenshot, we actually see a lot going on. We can see first off the armored limo in the back. A guy looks to be wearing a baseball cap, but we can't see if there's anything new really. On the left, we can see one of the guys in one of the new jackets also added in this update. And on the right, behind the guy in the foreground, but just behind that, we can see a gun poking out held by someone. And it looks like it's actually going to be a new rifle that we haven't seen before. That same guy shooting that new rifle, it also appears to be wearing new body armor. You can see this thing looks like it's a bit heavier plated than the rest of the body armors in GTA Online, and seemingly looks like it's going to be providing much better support from the incoming damage. Here we get another shot of one of the new jackets, and we can see that you can actually wear a shirt and tie under this to look very smart while cruising around as a VIP. Well, those are all of the screenshots I actually picked out from this trailer that really showed off some of the new stuff, some of the new mechanics, and also the new vehicles and weapons and stuff. I just wanted to be able to show these off and actually go through in a bit more in-depth analysis to be able to see what each frame was actually showcasing. But if you guys have noticed anything more in this trailer that I've managed to miss, be sure to leave that in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have maybe picked up on that I haven't. Be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. Next week I'll have plenty of videos all about this update. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers, so I'm of course very excited for that. Finally, follow me on Twitter. There'll be a link in the description down below where I post more daily GTA 5 real life and graphic design content. And that is pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.